Hey there. So I'm in Mexico. It's beautiful. Very, very rural. Lots of pretty ranches and places. Trucks with, well, Mexicans go by. And it's quite something. I woke up feeling down. Yesterday was a pretty good day. My husband, let's call him Bob, he called and he was a complete and total mess. It's funny, when he's stressed, his IQ drops like 80 points. He has plenty to spare, but he gets really stupid, can't put sentences together. Things he says don't make sense anymore. I mean, they do make some kind of logical sense if you connect them through the wires in his head. But without that, yeah, none. So anyway, he calls me and says my ex thinks I'm completely crazy and he's done and the whole thing. Let's call my ex Joffrey. Here's the thing. I believe that, well, yeah, he's right. I'm a little crazy. Maybe, I don't know, it's hard to say, is it crazier than most or not. I would say more volatile and more rational at the same time. I live 99% of my life as well as it can be lived. Some people call me magic. That last 1% doesn't work out so well sometimes. Anyway, about Joffrey. It's complicated. How do I feel about the fact that he's done with me now that we've been divorced for 5 years? Well, a big part of it is I've been taking care of him for all this time. And now he's done with me. Well, I didn't take... that's not complicated. Relationships. When the two of us met, I was completely in love. He was 350 pounds. Well, I guess he got there later in the marriage. At that time, he was 260, growing a big giant belly. But I didn't care. He was the smartest, most interesting man I ever encountered. And he sat me down in my lap and he told me I had potential. What is it about us women being wired to crave that so badly? There's nothing I wanted more than to live up to his potential. To be what he wanted me to be the perfect wife, to be the perfect mother. I did everything to the best of my ability. And one day we had a fight. Not the first, not the last, but a special one. He was so cold and cruel. Just everything he was saying, it just hurt so bad. And he didn't even raise his voice. And I said, fuck you, you're an asshole. I'm gonna take the kids and I'm gonna go to my dad's. Well, I didn't go to my dad's. I went downstairs to smoke with my mother-in-law. 10 minutes in, I went, oh shit, he's gonna be so mad. I went up and I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I love you. And you know what he told me? He told me it would take him 5 years of something like this never happening again for him to forgive me. And something in me broke. I kind of went, 5 years? I guess I don't really care that much that you forgive me. We were divorced 2 years later. But did we end our relationship? No. He is my best friend, my teddy bear. He's the guy I take care of. His family. Is that why I'm in Mexico? Because everything I do, I am trapped into his moral code and his approval. And I have done at this point so much more, achieved so much more than he ever had, and I'm still trying to live up to my potential. But so what do I do? I told myself, what is it I'm looking for? Well, I'm looking for him to accept me. Don't have control over him. So what am I looking for myself? Become independent of him. Okay. How do I do that? Well, ironically, I think the first step is to accept him. Accept him such as he is. No longer the knight in shining armor. No longer the guy who sets the standard for who I am. I can't be trying to live up to his potential. Because, well, everything else aside, I should be living up to mine. But the worst part is, I still have to take care of him. He's failing. He's failing mentally. He is on a downward spiral. So, being independent from, and he is the dad of my children, who cares so much for us to be a family. I should find a way to truly accept him with his flaws and without his power over me. And maybe that's what I'm here for. And maybe everything else adds up.